Tigers left-hander Tarik Skubal. Tarik, we appreciate the time, man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Awesome.
You were fantastic yesterday. Your catcher, Tucker Barnhart, because you guys have dealt with some injuries in the bullpen and the rotation. I read where Tucker said, we need to put this kid in bubble wrap. We need him. What does that feel like to be, obviously have so much confidence getting your catcher, has so much confidence in you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the feeling's mutual in that aspect. You know, I got a ton of confidence in him and the way he prepares. So he makes my job easy. He puts down the sign, and I just throw the ball and try to execute a pitch. You know, there's not too much thinking going on. So, you know, I love that guy behind the plate.
Every time I see you pitch, it's a gem. And every post-game interview, you talk about what you can get better at. Is that just you? Do you enjoy the process, or are you always just tinkering?
Yeah, I think that's the mindset you got to have, you know, getting better every single day, even if, you know, good or bad outing, regardless, you know, there's something to learn from. That's just something I've kind of done ever since I got in pro ball, where you make so many more starts than you do in college. So you're just trying to learn how to get better in between those 5 days. So I guess that's just the mindset that I got.
Tarik, what's been the biggest adjustment this year? Looks like you lowered your arm slot. You kind of ditched the split, driving that heater in the righties. What's been the biggest jump forward for you?
Yeah, I think it's just confidence in my stuff, you know, and being able to throw it over the plate with confidence. And, you know, getting ahead, first pitch strikes, getting to guys in 2-strike counts. I think that's kind of the big adjustment from last year. Not trying to nibble, you know, confidence in my stuff that I'm going to throw it over the plate and get guys out. I think that's kind of where the adjustment's been made.
Hey, Tarik, I was looking at some of your numbers from last year, and you just mentioned it about how you made some adjustments. Talk about the second half and some of the things you did differently to have a good off-season to get ready for this year.
Yeah, so going into the offseason, I had some goals. You know, I got with Feder, and I had some goals of stuff that I wanted to kind of, you know, tweak and get a little bit better. And I was able to kind of accomplish all those goals in the offseason, whether that be, you know, adding a little bit of velocity to the slider, changing that pitch to where I can throw it for more strikes, you know, more consistently, add a little bit of velocity to the curveball, change the movement profile of the changeup. And I was able to kind of do all those things in an offseason, so I feel like I had a really productive one.
D-Road said you dished the split. What was the reason behind that? Just didn't feel good off the fingertips?
Yeah, you know, I was looking for something just because I didn't really like where my changeup was at the year prior in 2020. So I was looking for something to kind of, because I faced so many righties, looking for something to expand the plate that way. And, you know, honestly, it was, you know, AJ and Fett called me into the office after one of my starts and were like, hey, we want you to throw the changeup and get rid of the splitter. And I was like, all right, if that's what you guys think. And, you know, I trust those guys, and they always have, you know, my best interests. So I just listened to them, and then, you know, that's kind of when the changeup came back.
Tarik, the league is filled with guys with electric stuff, but obviously you need more than that to compete at this level. What can you tell us and the people watching about what the mental approach and the mental toll that it takes to pitch every fifth day against these lineups?
Yeah, you know, hitters are really good at this level, but just kind of knowing you have the advantage on the mound. They don't know what pitch is coming in what spot. So, you know, being able to just focus pitch by pitch, I think if you can do that, it's, you know, it sounds simple, but it's very challenging, honestly, to be pitch by pitch, not let a soft line drive, you know, frustrate you to where it carries into the next pitch, or where you execute a pitch and they foul it off. You know, just live in pitch by pitch and try to execute as many pitches, you know, in a row. I feel like that's kind of where I'm at, and that's kind of how I judge my outings, honestly.
You getting a game in today? Give us a weather report.
Oh, I mean, it is kind of raining. I haven't looked at I didn't even know it was going to rain. But it doesn't look great. The tarp's on the field, but I'm hoping we play. You know, I want to play today. I want to get another win.
Nice.
Tarik, take me back, because I kind of dove in a little bit. Seattle University, but before that, you dealt with some injuries, kind of like high school and then college, Seattle University, like I said, and then you burst into the minor leagues, and it was quick, man. You came like gangbusters. Kind of take me back through that whole process.
Yeah, so I mean, out of high school, I'm from a small town. Seattle University was my one Division I offer, so I took it. Went there, had a good freshman year, learned a ton. Sophomore year, I was pitching well to start the year, and then I had Tommy John. Came back, missed a year and a half. Was actually drafted by the Diamondbacks, said no, went back to school. And then, you know, I struggled a little bit with command and stuff, which is, you know, to be expected coming back from Tommy John. Just the feel wasn't there. But then, you know, drafted by the Tigers, and they kind of honestly left me alone and let me go out there and compete, and didn't try to tinker too many things once I, you know, got with the organization, and they put me in positions to have success. And then I was able to, you know, make it to the big leagues.
Opening day starter. How'd that make you feel?
Opening day starter.
Yeah.
You know, that's stuff you dream about. You
I know.
You get the nerves even when I'm not playing on opening day. You know, I feel like I am pitching even though I'm just watching the game. But yeah, I mean that's a next year problem. I gotta continue to go out there and pitch right now, be present.
What'd you have for breakfast?
Probably like 3-4 scrambled eggs, hash browns,
Jeez.
2 pieces of sausage,
There you go.
and a banana. And then I'm probably gonna eat more, honestly. I think we got donuts up there, so I'm gonna
What
have
kind
one
of
those
donuts?
too.
Yeah, what kind of donuts are we talking about here?
You know, I think I'm kind of I like to think I'm a connoisseur of just like a glazed donut.
Wait, me
I
too, me
feel like
too.
that's the cheese pizza.
Me too.
Like you have it everywhere you go.
Yes.
So I think that's kind of who I am. You know, when you go to Kansas City, Lamar's in Kansas City is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I look forward to going there.
It's the dough to
but
glaze
yeah.
ratio. That's the key. You know what I mean?
Well, I think
It can't be
it's
too
the
thick,
temperature.
and it can't be too iced up. You know, it's got to be kind of that
Yes.
fluffy.
Right.
But you can't tell me you like Krispy Kreme. Like you can't say like Krispy Kreme's the best donut, right?
Well,
What? They're good. When the light is on.
If the sign is on, I mean.
They hurt
When the
your-
sign is.
No.
Tarik, with
Tarik,
all
I'm telling you now.
with all due respect, I think that if the temperature is right on the Krispy Kreme,
Oh, bruh.
it doesn't get better than that.
I mean, come
It
on,
actually
man.
hurts
Oh,
my
I think
teeth.
it does. I think it
So
does.
sweet.
I think it
Okay.
does.
Okay.
You know, if you don't eat it in the first 2 minutes, though, like
Now
I
you
think
do
it
have
just
a.
I'm
kind of
telling
goes
you, when
very
the-
Why wouldn't you
downhill.
do that?
But T, when the sign is on, you have to grab them, drive through, and then sit in the parking lot with a little
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
little milk
See, I
bread.
can-
Chocolate
get behind
frosted,
that.
The glaze. Goodness.
Well,
I
Tarik,
can get behind that. But
See? Yeah, you just can't let them get to the house.
That's
You don't
right.
get to the
He's a
house.
bougie
Right.
donut eater.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
See?
See, now I know. Next
now I
start,
know.
I'll be thinking donuts.
Me too.
hey, Tarik, we appreciate you joining us. Congratulations on all your success this season. Best of luck to you the rest of the way, and hopefully you guys get the game in this afternoon against the Twins.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.